There was an announcement on Channel 8, article on there, quite a few months ago, about for being, I thought it was commissioning. And I said, man alive, I'd sure like to go there.
You could say that Muskegon County's Harold Ratterink has a thing about aircraft carriers. He has had since he was a kid of 19 in the United States Navy, serving on the then newest aircraft carrier in the military, the Antietam. It was 1945.
They loaded all our planes in and went through the canal to San Diego, and then they loaded on a bunch more planes, and I don't know how many more troops, Marines and Navy, and went to Pearl Harbor.
An Essex-class aircraft carrier pulls into Pearl Harbor 3.5 years after an attack there brought the United States into World War II, and young men like Harold Ratterink into the service of their country.
I was impressed. There was an awful lot of Navy ships there. The Arizona was still just superstructure sticking up out of the water. Scared.
And why not? The Antietam, with Harold and his shipmates, was headed to the Pacific Theater, where a war with Japan still raged, and by now, war was something his generation knew all too well.
We'd seen some pictures, not much, on what the war was before we went in. And it wasn't nice.
I deem this reply a full acceptance of the Potsdam Declaration.
But then, 3 days out of port, something happened.
The unconditional surrender of Japan.
The government of Japan surrendered. The war was over. And for Harold and the rest of a generation, a new chapter of their lives began. But the memories of those couple of years on an aircraft carrier are still vivid. Fast forward 68 years. One of Mr. Ratterink's naval contemporaries, who just happened to go on to become President of the United States, will have an aircraft carrier named after him, and Harold will be there. And yes, he still has a thing about aircraft carriers.
Very excited about it.
What are you looking forward to most?
Just seeing the ship. It's going to be a beautiful ship.
Rick Albin, 24 Hour News 8.